Good evening and welcome to our November 18th, 2014 Ogden City Council meeting. We appreciate all of you being here. It's good to see this many people in attendance today. Let the roll call reflect that all council members are present with the exceptions of Councilmember Blair, who is asked to be excused tonight. We will turn the time to Vice Chair Gochner for our Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise and join us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Please join us for a moment of silence. Thank you. Okay, the next item on our agenda is item 4, recognitions. The first is honorary mayors of Christmas Village. Amy Wicks will present that one.
Thank you, Chair Heyer. This is a joint proclamation of the Ogden City Council and Mayor declaring November 29th, 2014 as Pete and Kim Bouchard Day in Ogden City. Pete and Kim Bouchard have played a significant role in contributing new life to historic 25th Street in downtown Ogden. Kim was born and raised in Ogden, and Pete chose to uproot to Ogden from his birthplace and childhood home in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The two met while attending the University of Utah. And whereas, when the city was looking to revitalize downtown in 1991, Pete worked with Kim's parents, who owned Sandy's Fine Food Restaurant in Ogden, to open Union Grill in historic Union Station. Looking to expand their restaurant business in Ogden, Pete and Kim dedicated all of their time and resources to open the first Roosters Brewing Company on historic 25th Street in 1994. At the time, there wasn't a lot happening on 25th Street, and with only a few other businesses operating, this was a huge leap of faith. And whereas Roosters quickly became a central community gathering spot for Ogden's diverse and eclectic population. The restaurant is located in a beautifully restored 1890s building and offers distinct ambiance, an outdoor patio, a quality dining experience, and more than 26 unique brews and beverages. And whereas Pete and Kim are extremely involved and have shown an outstanding dedication to the Ogden community. The two spend countless hours engaged in volunteer work with Christmas Village, the Goal Foundation, Historic 25th Street Association, Utah Office of Tourism, Junior League of Ogden, Harvest Moon Celebration, Weber Pathways, Ronald McDonald House Charities, Weber Basin Water Conservancy, Ski Utah, and supporting Hill Air Force Base Airmen. And I'm sure there's something that's been left off of that because you see them everywhere.
Some things.
Some things, yes. Kim has received the Ogden Weber Chamber of Commerce Volunteer of the Year Award and Citizen of the Year Award from Northern Wasatch Association of Realtors, as well as recognition from the Ogden Rotary Club and Enable Industries. And whereas Pete and Kim have 3 sons who attend St. Joseph Catholic schools. They frequently take advantage of Ogden's many outdoor amenities as a family of avid skiers, winter sports enthusiasts, paddle boarders, mountain bikers, and trail hikers. Kim began visiting Ogden's Christmas Village as a young girl, and it is one of her favorite childhood memories. About 12 years ago, the family worked with close friends to design and decorate one of the cottages that is on display in the village. Visiting Christmas Village has become an established tradition that their family enjoys year after year. So now, therefore, Michael P. Caldwell and the Ogden City Council do hereby proclaim November 29th, 2014 as Pete and Kim Bouchard Day in Ogden City and declare them the honorary mayors of Christmas Village for 2014. We express our sincere gratitude for the unparalleled contributions to our community and hereby encourage everyone to join us in honoring Pete and Kim by visiting and enjoying Ogden's Christmas Village. So with that, I would make a motion that we adopt the joint proclamation.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Wicks, I'm sorry, I used the informal earlier, and seconded by Vice Chair Guckner to adopt this joint proclamation. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Great.
Come on, guys.
Please come up.
Come on.
Kids.
is here and she's like, family picture. Does she want to join the picture?
Bring your mom up.
Sure does. You want family pictures. And our pretty guys.
Oh, he's hiding. That is absolutely not permissible.
Okay. Okay.
Don't sit down. Come up and you can get to address us if you would.
Have you go first. That would be excellent.
Yeah, okay. All right, this won't take long. It's very flattering. Thank you. Hope we can live up to that. All right. Your turn, huh?
That is it. You are so lame. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to say anything.
Okay, so we're kind of mortified by this because we like to just go about our business. You know, we just go about our business. But that being said, like Christmas Village is so cool, and you know, I think we've all seen that whole video blow up today, One Ogden, and just One Ogden is our Ogden, and we are just so proud to be part of all of this and just all of it, this whole room and everybody do. So thank you, and we'll see you on the float. I hope mine's in front of the mayor's float, but we'll see. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. There's a lot of people that love you. That's obvious from the attendance here tonight. Thank you. Next recognition is for Homeless Youth Awareness, and this is going to be presented by Councilmember White.
Thanks, Chair Heyer. So I'm going to read the joint proclamation declaring November 2014 as Homeless and Runaway Youth Awareness Month in Ogden City. Whereas it is difficult to imagine a child fending for themselves on the streets, but more than 1.5 million children in the U.S. are homeless at some point in time in their life. Homelessness can expose youth to traumatic events or aggravate their circumstances, making it more difficult to access needed resources. Children are particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of homelessness, which can interrupt their schooling and development of positive peer and mentoring relationships and possibly expose them to dangerous or unhealthy environments. Early experience with homelessness can also have long-term effects, including an increased chance of becoming homeless later in life. And whereas there are 3,249 homeless persons in Utah, and roughly 30% of these individuals are children. The majority of these youth live outdoors on the streets in the places unfit for human habitation. Many homeless youth are victims of trauma. Homeless youth are most often expelled from their homes after neglect, physical, sexual, or emotional abuse, or separation from their parents through death, divorce, or family rejection. And whereas many homeless youth deal with mental health problems such as depression, anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, and substance abuse problem. It has been reported that 32% of homeless youth attempt suicide, and many homeless youth experience isolation and trauma while residing on the streets. In addition, 1 of every 3 homeless youth will take illegal drugs for the first time and be lured into prostitution within 48 hours of leaving home. Homeless youth cannot afford access to secure basic needs and are unable to access adequate medical or mental health care. This causes them to be more susceptible to lives of crime or early parenthood, and the vicious cycle of abuse often continues. And whereas awareness of this tragedy of youth homelessness and its causes must be heightened so that greater support can be provided for programs aimed at helping youth remain off the streets and preventing youth homelessness. There are a number of support programs available to homeless youth in the Ogden area. These programs are provided and supported by the Catholic Community Services, Christmas Box House, Ogden Housing Authority, Ogden Outreach Resource Center, Ogden Rescue Mission, Ogden Rotary Club, Utah House Representative Gage Frohr, Salvation Army, St. Anne's Center, the Standard Examiner, Summit Chapel, Unitarian Universalist Church of Ogden, Weber Housing Authority, Weber State University, Your Community Connection, and Youth Futures. These programs and services help to comfort homeless children and provide a means for them to overcome the difficult circumstances they are facing. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Ogden City Council and Mayor Michael P. Caldwell hereby proclaim November 2014 Homeless and Runaway Youth Awareness Month in Ogden City. We encourage residents to become involved in efforts to support homeless youth. The intention of this effort is to increase awareness of the issues facing homeless and runaway youth and to help educate the public about the solutions and the role they can play in preventing and ending youth homelessness. Therefore, I would like to make a motion to adopt this joint proclamation.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember White, seconded by Councilmember Garner, to adopt this proclamation. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay.
If I could, I'd like to get the people that are in this room up here and we hand out this proclamation and then there'll be some time to speak afterwards. So if you're here, I'm not sure who's all here. I know I see the YCC and Laura. Can you come up and...
Copies for each representative group here.
And is Marion here also?
She is not here.
I don't see her.
Come on up here.
Oh, guys,
Tell me-
we'll shake your hands.
Yeah. So I know Julie. Tell me yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, yeah. Thank you. I'm assuming the Rotary.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I know you.
Yeah. I know you too. Where are you?
Thanks.
I know you too. Good to see you.
Christmas box house, I heard. Yep. Thank you.
I'm from Christmas Box House in Lori.
Should we crowd everybody in for a picture?
Yeah.
Amy Sue?
Yes.
Let's have everybody
Please come
come.
back up for the pictures.
Everybody right in front.
Large lands,
Squeeze on in.
wide range.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Get one or two more here?
That's enough.
Thank you so much for your patience.
Which one of you wants to speak to
Yeah.
us?
Laura, if you want.
council members, my name is Laura Warburton. Mayor, Mr. Johnson, Ms. Eller-Smith, Mr. Symes, and thank you for being here. We appreciate the opportunity to stand before you and just appreciate what you've done by acknowledging the homeless youth. We, Ogden, Weber, are leading the way in the state. With the passing of HB 132, we provided a way to really serve these youth and make a difference. So by you standing up and passing this resolution, you have really changed lives. You're going to really be a part of changing lives tonight. We want to thank you. We want to thank the entire community for coming together. Marion Edmonds should be standing right here, but due to a personal situation beyond her control, she handed it to me. And I'm happy to be here. Representative Frower had a prior meeting to attend in Salt Lake, and he couldn't be here either, but I guarantee you that he is a fine example of a legislator who listens to his constituents and works for his community. So I want to thank you, and there's many, many fine people behind me that would like to probably make a statement. We'd like to thank Councilwoman Marcia White for her passion for children, and we look forward to a cooperative relationship with all of you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next recognition is for our buy local resolution, and we've asked Vice Chair Gochner to present that one.
This dovetails nicely with what the king and queen of the Christmas Village have been doing in their spare time. So this is a joint resolution challenging citizens to join the Ogden City Council and Mayor in doing holiday shopping within Ogden city limits. Whereas this holiday season, the Ogden City Council and Mayor invite everyone to be aware of the benefits that come from buying locally and to focus this year's holiday shopping and dining in Ogden city limits. And whereas this is a great opportunity to contribute to our local economy and well-being. Many do not realize that making a conscious effort to purchase within the city can foster local economic growth, enhance product convenience, make shopping areas more vibrant, and lessen environmental impacts that come from traveling to shop. And whereas shopping locally causes sales tax dollars to stay in Ogden and provide a direct benefit to city residents. These tax dollars afford Ogden City with the means to not only continue city services, but to improve the city in which we work, live, learn, and play. And whereas we proudly promote holiday shopping, dining, and services at businesses in Ogden, as this will help encourage our community to unite together as we invest in our great city. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Ogden City Council and Mayor Michael P. Caldwell are committed to focus on buying in Ogden during the holiday season and challenge all citizens to participate in this endeavor by shopping primarily in stores located throughout the city. We acknowledge and are grateful for the efforts of Local First Ogden and all other community groups who help promote shopping in Ogden. And with that, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we adopt this joint resolution.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Chair Gochner, seconded by Councilmember Stevens to adopt this resolution. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That passes.
And I do want to point out that Susie Daly's here, and she's the backbone of the Local First group. And I don't know who else is with you, but if there's something you wanted to say, we'd love to hear.
Would you like to come up?
Poker again, Charlie.
I guess I would just really like to say thank you for making this motion. I think you really understand the importance of local independent business in Ogden and how it creates like you said, a vibrant community and a real sense of place. I mean, you know, when you're on 25th Street, there's only one 25th Street in the world. And it's now one of our top 100 streets in America, so that makes it even better. So anyway, thank you very much for all your work.
Thank you.
I think it's important to recognize, too, that we have retailers and we have professional services and all sorts of local people that we can go to as well. So I think it's important to recognize everyone here.
And we're all going to lead the charge, right?
Charge. Where'd he go?
Okay.
There's just no reason to leave Ogden. You can get it all here. It's the old Smith and Edwards thing. If we don't have it, you don't need it. That's absolutely the case. But the fact is, we do have it. There's, I see people, marching down the freeway to these other places to do their shopping, thinking somehow that it's better somewhere else. They just have not shopped here. They just haven't been here. The more we do shop locally, the more other retailers will want to locate here because they'll see the loyalty of our citizenry, and it'll just continue to build, and it's it'll build on itself and on each other. So I am way in favor of this buy local thing, and I appreciate those groups that support this. Thank you for your work. Okay.
Chair Hart, if I can jump in real quick, because they're probably going to leave soon. I just wanted to quickly thank the Bouchards. Anybody that knows Kim and Pete actually knows that every day is actually Kim and Pete Bouchard Day. And we have high expectations for you guys this year. The honorary mayor of Christmas Village last year left trash overflowing, didn't clean the walks. He was never around. I had to text him on Facebook. And so we have great expectations. It'll be the cleanest, brightest. You'll always be available. So Mayor of Christmas Village, the bar's been set a lot higher with you guys this year. And I just wanted to congratulate you and everybody that was recognized tonight before people even we get into the business of it. But before you left, I just wanted to say congratulations. Thank you,
Mayor. Hear, hear. Next item is the approval of minutes. The first set of minutes are for June 24th, 2014, and the joint work session, June 14th, joint work session. Councilmember Stevens.
Yes, Mr. Chair, they're correct.
Next is the minutes of August 12th, 2014, special meeting. Councilmember Garner.
Yes, Chair Heyer, I've read those minutes and found them to be correct to the best of my recollection.
And the minutes of September 9th, 2014, the work session, and September 16th, 2014 study session, and the September 23rd, 2014 study session. Councilmember White.
Yes, Chair Heyer, I've read those and found those to be correct.
And the minutes of September 23rd, 2014 regular meeting, and the minutes of September 30th, 2014 visioning workshop. Councilmember Wicks.
Thank you, Chair Heyer. I have reviewed those minutes and found them to be accurate and would make a motion that we approve all of the minutes outlined.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Wicks, seconded by Councilmember Garner for approval of the minutes. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next is reports from the Planning Commission. Business Depot Ogden rezone. Mr. Montgomery, welcome.
And members of the council, you have before you tonight a recommendation from the Planning Commission regarding an action they took a while ago, which was spurred by a petition that came first from the Boyer Company, our partners at BDO. When we reviewed that petition, which you've acted on already to rezone this area from MRD to DDR, the commission noted there was a couple cleanup items that should take place now that the actual plan is in place to develop this section of BDO. And so in a subsequent meeting, the Planning Commission, as their own initiative, asked that we notice and consider action on these two parcels of property, two areas of property, one being the remnant of the arc of the proposed White Drive, which is being constructed now, and that the border between White Drive and the Nature Center, that area be zoned 01. It's a piece of property that cannot really be developed. It's going to be regional detention for the industrial area, and zoning at 01 would then help give a better buffer to the Nature Center in this area. And you're talking about a distance from White Drive that varies from 80 or 90 feet to 300 to 400 feet. So it's a good buffer area. And so one recommendation for you for consideration tonight is to rezone this area that is presently MRD and to rezone it to 01. The other item the commission looked at was, with White Drive also being established, we had zoning being separated between dividing a property. The majority of the property is zoned MRD, but there's a small sections that's DDR and then White Drive. And so to be consistent with policies, the Plan Commission recommended that this area that is south of White Drive be rezoned MRD, so the entire lot will have the same zoning. So that's the second item that you would act on tonight, is to rezone that piece from DDR to MRD. So that would be consistent with the community policies. The Plan Commission recommended approval unanimously on both of these zoning requests, and it's now for your consideration.
Are there any questions for Mr. Montgomery? Thank you. We would like to accept public input on these two items tonight. If you have any questions, concerns for the council, if you could come up now. Okay, seeing no movement.
If there's no further discussion, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we adopt proposed ordinance 2014-42.
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion by Vice Chair Gochner, seconded by Councilmember White, to adopt ordinance 2014-42. This is a roll call vote.
Councilmember Garner?
Aye.
Councilmember Stevens?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Councilmember Wicks?
Aye.
Vice Chair Gochner?
Aye.
Chair Heyer?
Aye, and that passes. And considering the ordinance 2014-43.
I'll make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2014-43.
I second it.
We have a motion by Councilmember Garner, seconded by Councilmember Stevens, to adopt ordinance 2014-43. This is a roll call vote.
Councilmember Stevens?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Councilmember Wicks?
Aye.
Councilmember Garner?
Aye.
Vice Chair Gochner?
Aye.
Chair Heyer?
Aye. That passes unanimously also. All right. Next item on our agenda is new business for transportation funding. We'll hear from Ms. Eller-Smith.
Our council members. Tonight I'd just like to present, you have in your packets before you a joint resolution for sales tax, supporting of additional funding for transportation. The Utah Transportation Coalition, which is made up of private sector partners and kind of chaired by the Salt Lake Chamber, together with the Utah League and Cities and Towns, have been working to try and find solutions to the ever-reducing transportation funds that local governments are receiving. As you may know and understand, the current model for funding transportation projects through the gas tax is not providing the type of funding levels that we need. We have more efficient vehicles now, lots of vehicles that don't even use gas, and yet the roads are still being used and need to be maintained. So the League has asked that all of its members join together to encourage the state legislature to take a look at this issue and come up with some options for dealing with it and increasing funding for transportation. So this joint resolution just is supporting a few things. One of that is a sales tax for transportation. So this would be a new model for funding transportation. And the League has looked at several options and is hoping and recommending that the state legislature adopt a 1/4 cent local option sales tax that can be imposed by local jurisdictions to fund their various transportation needs. This is just a recommendation. The details haven't been worked out, but it's something that the League feels would be a good solution to part of the problem. It also recommends and encourages that the legislatures study the current model, the motor fuel tax, and identify its strengths and weaknesses and see if there's things that we could do to tweak that to help with the additional funding that might be needed. It encourages continued investment in public transit. And it also, very importantly, asks for an expansion of what these monies, transportation funds, can be expended for. Currently, cities are very limited in what they can use that funding for. They can use it for roads, but not trails or sidewalks or bike lanes or safety equipment or anything like that. And so this would encourage the legislature to look at expanding those uses. And then finally, it just pledges that the city will use its efforts, anything that the state legislature needs, to help develop these solutions and hopefully come up with something that will work for everyone. Do you have any questions?
Any questions for Ms. Zeller-Smith? Thank you.
If there's no further discussion, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we adopt Joint Resolution 2014-15.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Chair Guckner, seconded by Councilmember Garner. And this is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are any opposed? Okay, that passes. The next item on our agenda is public comments. This is an opportunity to address the council regarding your concerns or ideas. Please state your name and address for the record and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Any takers? Seeing no movement. Mayor, any comments?
Yeah, I'll just quickly encourage everybody to get ready and come out for next weekend's activities. And I want to publicly thank Jay Louder and your crew. After the busy summer we had, all these special events and everything else, you guys were rock stars to turn that as quick as they did, and you guys always shine for us. We appreciate everything that you do, and I'd certainly like to recognize Christy McBride as well. She had one of the busiest event years we've ever seen, and for her to put all of that down and then pick all of this up, I think is exceptional. So I want to publicly thank them and encourage everybody to get down and see it. It's going to be a great year.
Thank you. Council members.
Yeah, I just want to say that as it gets colder at night and it very cold at night, there's a lot of youth that are out on the streets, and so I think this means a lot to not just the people that were in this room, but ongoing people that may be able to use the services of those people in the room. So their tireless efforts do not go unrecognized. So I think that was good that we did this tonight.
Well, thank you for spearheading that.
I think also our proclamations and resolutions that we passed here this evening, the 3 first ones that we mentioned, are very crucial for the progression of our community and how we care for our citizens and how we want to provide the needs to them. But also the Christmas Village sets a very festive part of our season. This sets off the Christmas season, and sometimes we can go down and enjoy the various decorations that we have there, but it puts back the real meaning of the season that we're going into, and I appreciate Jay and what the city does there. The Christmas Village is visited by many, many people, not only the citizens of Ogden, but also outside the area of Ogden. We have visitors come in and because they enjoy this festivities that we have down here.
Thank you. Anyone else? Look for a motion. Bart, you kind of missed your opportunity.
Well, can I say something or ask a question?
Yeah, why don't you? Can you make it quick?
My name is Dr. Charles Lawton, and I'm here just to know about the process for when to comment on the artificial turf issue.
Oh, well.
Work session.
Yeah, we are going to have a work session on that after this meeting, and you're free to come. There won't be taking public comment at that time, but then it will be heard at a later date. So
go to the next session and then comment later.
Yeah, later. Yeah, we won't be entertaining public comment until later.
We could get your contact information and let you know when this will be
on the agenda.
Thank you. Look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. To adjourn, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, just as a reminder, we will have a city council work session and a redevelopment agency work session following this meeting, and the reasons for those meetings are on the agenda.